Hansel, we're on home territory for you. How's training going? How's your preparations going for the summer ahead?
Good so far. Lots of fun. I'm trying to take my time and build into it because it's a long season ahead. I don't want to rush anything. I want to make sure that I'm in my best shape at the right time. So that's what I'm working on now.
How different does it feel going into an Olympic year? What makes it different?
Let's say it's a little bit more exciting. I would say people seem to be more energetic, and a lot more people seem to come out. But for me, it's pretty much the same. It's another year where I want to give my best. I want to put my best foot forward. I want to be in the best shape of my life. So I want to put everything together as best as possible. All the things I've been working on, so I can give my best performances for the year.
How much did things change for you after the Olympic gold in Tokyo?
Well, you get more calls when you're in the winner's circle. You definitely get more calls. You get more interviews. More people are aware of you and what you're doing. Sometimes it can be a little bit challenging, but I try not to focus on those things and try to maintain everything I was doing before and try to see where I can make improvements.
Do you enjoy the attention, that side of it?
Yes and no. As we know, everything has its pros and cons. So I try to enjoy the good parts and try not to let it take over my life and what I need to do.
How much would you like to be having to deal with all that again after a gold medal in Paris?
I'm prepared. I know what the goals are, and I'm working to of course be on top, and of course I have to prepare my mind for what comes afterwards. But I want to make the most of it and try to help as much as I can, especially younger athletes coming up and whoever else I can be of help to.
You're obviously going up against some very strong competition. What do you make of? Did you watch Grant Holloway during the indoor season and keep tabs on what he was doing?
Well, I wouldn't say keep tabs, but I know Grant is a brilliant athlete. Rasheed Broadbell as well, another brilliant athlete. We have so many strong competitors for the 110-meter hurdles. So I look forward to a very challenging and exciting, race for this Olympics. I'm just hoping and praying that everyone is in their best shape so we can put on a stellar performance for the world.
Yep.
So we can see how great, the 110-meter hurdles is.
What makes a great 110 hurdles? What goes into a successful race?
There was one point where people used to say a brilliant start, but I think I've showed otherwise because my start has never been good. So, but it's definitely a good combination. You want to have at least an average start, and it has to be mostly a clean race. My coach likes to say clinical. You don't want to be hitting over the hurdles because that's slowing you down. So once you have good technique and you can carry the technique all the way to the final hurdle and run strongly to the line, then you can have a brilliant race.
And confidence levels high for the summer?
Always high. I think my frame of mind is in the right place, so it's just now to get my body up to speed.
And of course, Jamaica's world renowned for sprinting power and talent. What do you think it is that sets Jamaica apart and creates this, series of athletes?
It's always a combination of reasons. I think we really love the sport. It's a way out for a lot of people, to pay the bills, for schooling, to get higher education. So there's a underlying drive that people have that it's not seen in other places. We don't have a lot of the facilities and all the things that would make it easier like in other places, and we still make it work with what we have. So it just shows how important these drives are to get people to do well.
Thank you very much.